Welcome to the Looking for Trouble podcast. Warning, this podcast contains strong language and is intended for adult audience. Enjoy.
And you found it, motherfuckers. Welcome to the Looking for Trouble podcast. I go by the name of D and Prime.
It's your boy DT Smooth.
And we have our very first interview for what could possibly be our last episode of this season. Because for those of y'all who don't know, we're college students. Mm-hmm. And we all about to go different places. Mm-hmm. So
if this is the last episode, just know Looking for Trouble podcast will be continuing on just with different people. Specifically not this nigga and specifically this nigga. But nonetheless, go ahead.
Anyway, we have Meraki Anoir in the building.
Welcome to the show. How you doing today?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Doing good. Quick question. Who is Meraki Anoir?
All right. For those of y'all who don't know, Meraki Anoir is a local artist that goes to school with us. And a bit of full disclosure, I do have another show with Meraki Anoir, so I do know her. I've known her for about, I guess, 9 months now. It's been 2 semesters. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So anything, some questions, I might have a bit of outside info on. So like it's not like I'm interviewing her and I've never met her before, just so y'all know. But yeah, she's a local artist. I would compare her style of music similar to something of like maybe a Her or the Internet, something like, not like the Internet, but like the group The Internet, like something like that. You know who you mean. Okay, I'm just making you gotta be clear with niggas. Niggas is stupid, not our viewers, but other niggas. New niggas.
These dudes is cool. These guys are cool.
I'm sure people who listen to this highly intelligent conversation we produce on this podcast, they gotta be.
Last week we were high as shit. What are you talking about?
Last week we were high as shit. The week before that we talked about how bad. Never mind. I'm not gonna bring that up again. We're gonna leave that alone. Anyway, how you doing, Meraki?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good.
We're doing good. So you recently dropped False Prophets on your SoundCloud, correct?
Yes.
This one for the books, I face the fact I'm sadly overlooked. The rapping, singing actress, dashing magic, Hollywood be shook and I would too. You sound like a fool comparing me to you, a fucking clown. Disgrace your race, your kids and fucking parents too. Shit, even I'm embarrassed too. And that's an understatement. I sit and laugh cause it's hilarious the time you wasting. Stupid ass nigga. Sitting here competing. I leave you leaking, tweaking, killed by lethal words I'm speaking.
I'll start with this. Is J. Cole one of your favorite rappers, or?
Yeah, he is one of my favorite rappers.
Any reason why, or?
I just really like the messages that he has. Like they're always, his music just makes me think, and I love music like that. Like, but although his music can make me think, like I can be turned at the same time. But while I'm being turned, I'm like, wow, like that's really true. And he just, everything about him is just nice and interesting.
That's a very good way to put it. But speaking of messages, when I listen to your music, I've noticed you never talk about love or sex really or anything like that. Why do you decide to steer away from those types of topics, especially when they're so prevalent in pop music?
I can't relate. I haven't been having the best luck with as far as like relationships or anything like that goes. So it's like I have nothing to talk about. Like, what could I say?
Wow.
And if I did have something to say, it would probably be bad, and I don't want to do that. So
I understand.
That's interesting because, like, even though like when I freestyle in the shower, and those of y'all who don't know, I freestyle in the shower. Y'all never gonna hear me freestyle on air. I'm not a rapper. Never claiming to be a good rapper. Shut up, Donovan. My bars. Let me tell y'all, Donovan stole my whole folder of bars.
I'm literally gonna pull up the folder of bars right now. They don't see this shit. They seeing this shit right now, my nigga.
Fuck you, nigga. Anyway,
they seeing your garbage.
I talk about like a lot of imaginary bitches, like bitches I don't have when I'm freestyling. So it's just like I assumed artists would talk about, like, even if you don't have...
No. Male artists do.
That's true.
Yeah.
Male artists. Every bar we got, man, I got your bitch.
Exactly.
She on my dick.
That's like, the easiest shit to rap about.
It really is. Like, it's too easy. Like, you can't be just... If you really try to rap, you can't be doing that shit. Nonetheless, go ahead with your point.
No, that was the point.
Oh my goodness. Jesus. Okay, so... You're trash. You're trash, and I want you to know this.
Okay.
So on your song "Lifted," kind of going off Garrett's point, you had a lyric where you were like, you talk about how your old niggas can't have you, and your new niggas can't bag you. So like, you want to like elaborate, because I think you already kind of said like love ain't really working for you. Like, is it just like you just grown a lot? It's like your last relationship, or are you just trying to find yourself, or what's going on with you?
I feel like it's a little bit of both. What I mean, like, anybody that I talked to prior to, like, today, like, I'm not dealing with you. Like, I just feel like once people show you who they are, you're going to waste your time if you think that, oh, well, maybe this time it'll be different. Me, personally, I'm not really big on second chances just because... Why would I set myself up for failure again? Like, if you already showed me who you were and what you were about. I just feel like it's no reason to go back and try to fix things. Because, like, why?
Interesting.
So I got you. Any nigga that you're done with, you're done with. You don't get another chance.
While I do agree with that, to an extent, like, do you agree that like people can grow and change, or are you just saying so like for example, if like someone that you dated back in like freshman year of high school, and then like he texts you like junior year of college, and he's like a completely different person from back then. Like back then he may have been like a fuckboy or something, but then like now he didn't like actually growed up, like knows how to like properly respect and like, you know, show care and support to a woman and shit. And he's like, hey, yo, what I did with you wasn't right. If I get a second chance, and then like you can see he's grown. And like in that case, are you willing or are you not?
I feel like that's fine, and that is completely possible. But just because you've grown, all of a sudden I'm supposed to be happy and just take you back out of nowhere? Like, I shouldn't know. Like, you had your chance. That's what you decided to do with it. And that has nothing to do with me. So just because you wake up and decide, I'm a changed person, so your point is what?
Okay. I feel you. I want to talk about on the very last song on your EP, Rocky. You have this poem. Well, what do you call it?
I don't know. I wouldn't call it a poem. I think I was just talking.
Yeah, you're like talking. Okay,
Yeah.
the outro. I'm gonna read it off, or should we just put the lyrics up?
I'll just let it play right now.
I hereby vow to accept myself 100%. I will not allow my view of myself to be influenced by the opinions of others, whether they be positive or negative. I vow to let my feelings be my top priority and to shamelessly follow my intuition. I will no longer apologize for my actions, opinions, feelings, or ways of being. I would rather be disliked for who I am than to be accepted as a fraud. I will not apologize for being passive at times and overly aggressive at other times. I am exactly what God wants me to be and how God wants me to be in this exact moment.
Okay. You said a line that I kind of wanted some more explanation on. You said, I would rather be disliked for who I am than to be accepted as a fraud. You want to, like, what do you mean by that? Like, are you saying, like there's fake people out there and you would rather be a real person than be accepted as, like, someone who's fake?
Yeah, like, I would rather be completely myself and know that people don't like me for being who I am, than to have to wake up every day and act like I'm this, that, and the third. And people like that version of me, but that's not even me. Like, I would be okay with being me and not being liked for that.
Got it. Do you feel like you try and express that through your music?
Yeah. I definitely try to be as... If anything, yeah, and I try to make something that not only other people can relate to, but that I can relate to. I'm not going to talk about anything or make music that I wouldn't want to listen to. So
I always wonder that, like, do artists listen to their own music, like, after it comes out? Because, I don't know. Like, I feel like if I was an artist and, like, I had my, like, I pull up somewhere and I'm blasting my own song, like, does that like, I don't, it's like conceited.
You would think that, but then, like...
But then it's like, you got to make music you like. You know?
Exactly.
yeah.
Like, you would think that, but then it's like, okay, so, like, if you're not making music you like, and, like, that you would bump in your own car, like, what's the point? Like,
Yeah,
are you telling me you're going to make, like, a whole EP, like, a whole album, and you're going to go ahead and just blast something else? Like...
That's true.
Your shit should be, like...
I need my shit to be fire. That's right.
Exactly. So, also, on your first track, off Rocky, you had mentioned how you think the kids are lost these days and following trends, and you want to try and enlighten the youth. What exactly do you want to, like, teach those lost kids, and what do you want them to gain from listening to you?
That's a great question. What do I want them to gain? It's nothing in specific. It's like, because sometimes people get things from your music that you may have not intended to, you know, portray, but people receive messages differently. Me personally, I just want to make music that's spiritual, but it's also, like, relatable. Like, it's not too, you know, like...
Broad or, like, preachy?
Yeah, too, like, if you want to listen to this song, you're going to already have to have some knowledge of this, that, and the third. Like, I kind of just want to introduce people to things that I'm interested in, like spirituality or, you know...
I noticed how God was, like a major topic.
I wanted to talk about that. So, like, if we go back to the outro, there's a line that says, I am exactly what God wants me to be and how God wants me to. But when I've hung out with you personally, I never got, like, a whole really religious vibe. Now, I do think you're haunted. We could tell that story real fast. Essentially, well, you tell the story.
About me being haunted?
Yeah, about you being haunted.
Okay. Well, one time I was asleep and I was... Well, was I asleep? Yeah, I was asleep. And it's like I woke up and I saw, like, this figure coming towards me, and he had a lantern in his hand.
Wait, I didn't even hear all this. I just thought the door was opening. Hold up,
and,
okay.
Oh, yeah, prior to that, my door was opening on its own.
See, yo, she done got more haunted, and I didn't even know about it. This is why I won't ever... Nah. Okay, go ahead. Tell us.
It was coming towards me, and I remember screaming, and as soon as I screamed, like, it was like I went back to sleep, but it wasn't like I went back to sleep voluntarily. It was like it put me to sleep. So, yeah, that was pretty scary.
This bitch is possessed.
That was my first time hearing that shit as well with y'all. So I'm over just
look,
what the fuck?
I had only heard that...
How old were you when this happened?
This was this year.
Happened last semester,
yeah.
So 19.
This is recent. Yeah. Look, all I had heard was about your door opening. You said that your door was... Like, you were in your room and your door came and it opened and then it closed by itself.
No, it didn't close. It just opened. I just went back to doing my makeup because I was like, whatever.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But okay, go ahead.
No. Go ahead.
Anyway, okay, so where I was going with this was I never got the whole religious feel from you. Like, do you consider yourself Christian or?
I wouldn't. Yeah, I don't like specify with any religion. I kind of just research what I research and I read what I read, and it's like I take from like different religions and different even forms of spirituality. I would consider myself just more spiritual in general, like as far as you know, like the people with the crystals who are like, oh, you know what I'm talking about. So it's like,
I get you.
I wouldn't put myself in one category as far as religion. I feel like there's no need to. I feel like at the end of the day, they all have some of the same beliefs.
Definitely.
It's just that, you know, it's a couple of things that are different. So I don't really feel the need to identify with one religion. I just feel like in general, there is a God. I have a personal connection to God, and I don't need any medium to maintain that connection.
Okay, and do you feel like any of these explorative, how would I say it, looking into different spiritualities has contributed to you being haunted?
No. I just think that I feel like
Your
what I
face, like,
had.
you really thought you was on some slick shit that makes you
I don't
haunted.
think she haunted, bro.
I feel like that happens to people all the time. You're probably visited by spirits every day. You don't know.
No, I'm not. Fuck that.
And I just feel like what happened to me was normal.
Wait, have you ever dealt with sleep paralysis?
No, but I have researched lucid dreaming a lot, and I have always tried to like do it on my own, but it hasn't worked for me. So
Interesting.
I've lucid dreamed a few times, but it's not like how it is in the movies where you have like complete control over
Movies
everything.
is always false.
Yeah. It's more like I did have control over some things, but other aspects of the dreams I still didn't have control over. And then it's like you're dreaming, but it's not, it's like but you don't know at the same time. You know, it's weird. Anyway, I asked about sleep paralysis because it's like a very common thing that when people experience sleep paralysis, they see stuff. You know, so I just wanted to know if you ever had to deal with that.
no.
Interesting. Very, very interesting. Okay, so on Chill also, you have a lyric about how you gonna go down by the lake, eat food, and listen to Drake. What you didn't say though was what food you bringing with you to the lake. That's very, very key.
Yeah, can you cook?
I probably can, but I don't cook.
Probably can.
I probably can if I actually try.
Okay.
I'm just not really interested in it. I'd rather do other things.
This is why she can't find a man.
Well, okay. I ain't
Maybe
say that.
Maybe so.
I ain't say all that now. Jesus.
But you know, I like to eat things that are simple. If I was going to the lake, I would probably bring with me some applesauce, some fruit snacks, and probably like some juice.
I got it. She's really on this no cooking shit because this is the exact shit I be eating. Like I have a whole can of applesauce in the room. I have fruit snacks, so you could just open that shit. Like and you don't gotta cook nothing, you know.
Yeah, I like to. It's just because I'm impatient, and with cooking, you have to be very patient. You have to do this. I don't have time for that. I want something fast, simple, and I want to eat right now. So
That's y'all on like some like elementary school ass budget.
yeah,
Like-
I really eat like
Yep.
a 12-year-old. I
like
do.
now
I get you.
that's an 8-year-old.
Yeah, I do eat. Yeah, I do.
Like whoa, I'm over here like man, like where's the turkey sandwich? Like
Nah,
where's some
I just
chips,
want some
please?
candy.
Me too.
Take your ass to Subway, get you a nice little like something, man. Damn.
All right, but you did mention Drake. We've talked about J. Cole. These are all fairly big artists in our time. Would you say they're inspirations for you? And if not, then what artists inspired your music?
Okay, it's weird. Like I have my favorite artists to listen to, but then I have artists that inspire me.
Okay.
So
We'll separate the two. Go ahead.
some people who really inspire me are Kendrick Lamar, Tinashe,
Really?
Isaiah Rashad. He's
Okay.
a huge I just love him. Vince Staples inspires me just as an artist, as a person. Like I love Vince Staples.
Okay.
And definitely Jhené Aiko. She inspires me.
I was about to say that. I got major Jhené Aiko vibes.
Yeah, that's just a couple of people.
Okay, and then like your favorite artists.
My favorite artists are Kendrick Lamar. He's like top everybody.
Go ahead.
I'm just realizing I'm about to name the same people. Isaiah Rashad.
But Drake's not in that list of inspired.
Yeah, I feel like Drake has. I don't know if. Yeah, okay. Drake is like, I can listen to him, but like he's one of my favorite people to listen to, but I don't listen to a Drake song and be like, wow, I really want to write a rap right now.
Okay, that was
Like, you know what I mean? Like, and I love Drake. It's just that I feel like, I don't know. I don't know what it is. I just don't get inspired. I get more like,
I understand what you're saying.
yeah, you know what I mean? Like,
And I'm gonna say it like this, and tell me if you agree or not, both of y'all. But like, I feel like Drake hasn't really made songs, and at least in my opinion, like he's made great songs, but like he hasn't made songs that like you gonna stick with you. At least in my eyes, like he'll make songs like, okay, like this is cool, I'll rock out with this for like 6 months, but then like if Drake didn't drop anything in the next 6 months, I probably would listen to him again, which is like. And that's just me, because like that's why Drake's always on like the latest features, like dropping like some sort of something. Like every single year he's been dropping something, so he's literally been keeping his name like in people's mouths, which is why he's so popular. But if he didn't do that, if he like stuck to like an output of like 1 album a year and like maybe 2 features, and like I feel like I wouldn't be he wouldn't be as big, because he wouldn't his music in my eyes wouldn't like have that sticking effect. Like other than maybe Take Care. There weren't anything that was like sticking with me. Like, okay, I got to go back and listen to this Drake song.
the only song I would say had that effect where I was just like, wow, I have to listen to this again. I really liked Pound Cake. I don't think it was because of Drake though, probably because of Jay-Z.
I've been telling niggas, Jay-Z killed him.
Jay-Z, that was real good.
I gotta re-listen to that, because like all I remember is like him rapping Cake like 5 times.
Yeah.
Yep. And that shit
That's
was
the icing on
hard.
the cake. Yeah. I guess I can kind of agree with that.
And I'm not saying like in totality, like that's like 100%, like all Drake songs are like forgettable, but like, you know, like majority of them I would say.
Yeah, like Drake, for me, I love to listen to Drake because he makes a lot of bops.
Exactly.
It's like, this is my favorite song, but it doesn't necessarily inspire me. It doesn't make me want to get up and really want to focus. You know what I mean?
But like, when you listen to something like How Much a Dollar Cost, or like a fucking
that's like, wow, I want to be as lyrical as this guy.
Okay, so like a message thing. Okay, that was kind of gonna lead into my next question.
Go ahead.
Since you're not inspired by Drake, I know in your music you sing, but you also rap. You do both, right? And I noticed how.
Go ahead.
Go
ahead.
You want to ask the question
No,
then?
go
Okay.
ahead.
Nikki, she has been trying to take a lot of claim for essentially all the up and coming female rappers / singers. So do you feel no inspiration from her at all? Like even just as a female figure, the way she moves, how she's run her career.
I definitely feel a lot of inspiration from Nicki Minaj. I remember when I first discovered Nicki Minaj.
How old were you?
And I was in middle school. So I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, I remember stuff by grades too. You can ask me how old I was.
Yeah,
I was
I don't
in 8th
know.
grade.
Yeah.
8th grade? All right.
And prior to Nicki Minaj, I never really listened to female rappers. I always listened to male rappers. So hearing Nicki was different for me. And the first song I heard by her was Itty Bitty Piggy. And I was just like, okay, like this is cute. This is cute. And I personally... I like Nicki's old music better than her new music, like the old mixtape, Still I Rise, Envy, like any.
Okay.
But I'm a huge Nicki fan. Like,
okay, thank you. Okay,
you
so
can name any song and I'll
Nicki
probably know all the words.
I gotta
like,
talk to you about Nicki
She's
too,
a
man.
huge fan.
'Cause-
I know I'm a huge fan.
Great. Okay,
The only thing
I needed you like
is-
2 weeks ago. I needed you like 2 weeks ago.
I definitely remember you saying you felt like Nicki Minaj should retire.
Me?
Yeah,
No,
I do
her.
feel like she should retire. That doesn't mean I don't think she's good. It's a lot of people I think should retire. I just feel like it's better to leave while people like you than for it to get to a point where it's like people are like, you're played out, like you need to sit down. I feel like that's embarrassing. I feel like you should leave and people should be sad that you stopped making music. People shouldn't be happy. You know what I mean? That's why I felt like she should retire. I feel like she's already reached her peak. Like she's already done to the maximum. And like even if you now like with her, even if you notice now with her latest releases, people aren't as hype over it. Like people, I feel like the songs are good, but it didn't get as much hype. It didn't get as much, oh my God, Nicki Minaj. Like nobody's really focused on her like that no more.
Just for anyone who's not listening, like as soon as this comes out, the songs she's referring to are Chun-Li and Barbie Things.
Yeah.
So this time period, yeah.
It's
Okay.
like, yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna see if I had any more questions. Because if not, I'm gonna just go into this shit. Okay, bet.
I can go if you don't.
Go ahead then.
Okay. On your
all the questions you got, let them shits off, and then I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna have a talk.
Okay. All right. You were recently featured on another artist. I believe his name is Fashan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. That's your first feature, correct?
No, it's not my first feature. I had recorded a feature with this guy. I forgot his name. Last semester. I don't know if he put it out because I didn't know the guy personally. The feature was set up through somebody else that I knew.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I don't know about that. But that was my first, like, feature that was put out, yeah.
Okay. Is there any artists, I guess maybe we've asked this because maybe the artists you've drawn inspiration from would be the ones you want to work with, but were there any ones maybe not on that list that you were interested in working with?
Let's make that a two-part question also because I've noticed personally, like, on your SoundCloud, you do follow people like Maya the Writer or like other artists like that. So I was wondering, like big names like you want to collaborate with, and then like other people that like are pretty much like on your SoundCloud that you would want to collab with.
Me and Maya are actually working on something, so it's funny that you mentioned that. I would love to collaborate with her. I feel like I would be sitting here forever thinking of smaller artists, so I'm just going to do big artists.
Okay, go ahead.
I would love to collaborate with Childish Gambino. I love him. Like,
Better hurry up on that.
I know, right? I would love to collaborate with him.
You, Tim, and me would love to collaborate with that nigga, goddamn.
You don't rap.
I don't care. Shit. Do something. He's not just a rapper now, is he? Huh.
You could come on the show. I'd be down for that.
Oh, you be down with that. Go ahead.
Another person like I feel like it would be interesting to collaborate with would be Travis Scott. I really love Travis Scott, and like I feel like he's so versatile without being versatile at the same time.
Interesting.
Wait, no, explain that.
It's like
he does so much with like just auto tune and just like it's lit.
Yeah,
but like he does that like 50 million different ways. Like if you listen to like Days Before Rodeo to like Birds, like it's different, and like it's not just the same shit. Now I personally like Days Before Rodeo more than Birds, but like still it's different. Like he can do a lot of different things in like a small box that he's in. So I think that's what she meant.
Yeah, he has it's like he has a distinct sound that it's like when you hear a song, you know it's Travis Scott. But he can do like so much. Like he has kind of like this rock style, but he can also do like just straight up trap. But then he also has some songs where he's like really rapping like about some stuff with substance. So, but while doing all of those different things, they all sound like a Travis Scott song. So it's like he's versatile while having the same sound, if that makes sense.
Got it.
But yeah, Travis Scott, Jhené Aiko, obviously, and Kendrick Lamar, and Absol, SZA, the whole TDE.
Solo.
Let me just be in Black Hippie. Just let me be in it.
So you just want to join?
Who's your favorite member of Black Hippie? I'm gonna go ahead and put Kendrick out because I feel like you're gonna say Kendrick. So like, other than Kendrick, who's your favorite member?
Absol.
Thank you. Much needed. Because this nigga over here say, "I don't fuck with Absol."
I didn't say that. I just said his music is. It requires too much focus.
Yeah. See, that's what I meant. Like, his music is so spiritual, you're not going to get it if you don't have prior knowledge of what he's talking about. That's what I didn't want to do. Because I feel like that kind of...
Either that or, like, he going to say some shit in a song. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is he talking about? And you got to, like, do, like, your own research on that shit.
Yeah.
And then you come back and it's like, oh, wow, this nigga really on some shit.
You need to either be sitting there on Genius, listening to him rap, and then going down and pausing the song so you can read the annotations to know what he's talking about. Otherwise, you're just going to miss a bunch of it. You know?
Still, like Solo's, like, one of the only people that's like, okay, I can literally listen to a song from, like, 2012. And then like it's 2018, and I will still like catch some shit like on
that you didn't realize the first time.
Realize, like it's like a double or like a triple entendre. Like what song was that? for all my niggas showing love, right?
Yeah.
Off our control system. He had a line on there. He said, "I flew in, but I ain't complaining." I'm like, okay, so like he's flew in, but he's like not sad or some shit. Then it's like, oh wait, complaining. He flew in, but he's not like commercial plane. He's not on like a commercial plane. He's on a jet or some shit. He's not like you regular niggas. Like, oh shit, I just caught that like 2 weeks ago. That shit, that shit just threw me all the way off. I'm like, wait, what? Solo still the prophet. My goodness gracious. Did you have any more questions?
No.
Bet. Okay, so hold on. We're gonna do a Nikki segment with her, and then we're gonna have a quick break, bring in another person. So
Leah, they know who the fuck we gonna bring in.
I mean, fuck.
She was just late, y'all. That's all it was.
I was just trying to have an element of surprise. Goddamn, she's fired right now. Still, shit, man. Damn. Nonetheless, so you had said how you had found Nikki like in middle school, right? And how like you weren't really listening to female rappers before then. So I had a whole spill like 2 weeks ago at this point when Chun-Li and Barbie Teens came out, and I'm like, okay, so like the music's cool. My bad. It's okay, because I can't even say shit after like the past 2 weeks. But I had a whole spill about how like, okay, so like I like the songs, not taking anything away from the songs, but like other than being pretty much like the only really like female rapper since like pretty much 2009, Nicki Minaj hasn't really done shit for hip hop. And when I say that, I meant like, okay, like she had her mixtapes. Her mixtapes were nice, but like out of those, I would say there's only like maybe one debatable classic, and that would be like the Beat Me Up Scotty one. She had the classic verse on Monster. That was like 2010. But then like all of her like Pink Friday, the Rum and Reloaded, Pink Print, like pretty much all of her albums have not really had that like, oh shit, this is like a classic status. Her songs, she has songs like she has shit like Bees in the Trap or like Moment for Life or shit, but like it's not really something that like I'm gonna go back to personally. I'm not sure if everyone else is or not, but I know it's not getting played like that after like 2012 when it came out. So I was questioning like, what has like her stature been in hip? Like where is she like ranking? And then also like whenever like a new artist comes in, like Iggy Azalea or like a Cardi B, she'll always like have like some sort of shade with them. Like with Iggy at the BET Awards, she'd like, when I write my shit, or like when I write my own shit, and then she let the whole like sips tea thing. And with Cardi, it's just been too fucking much bullshit already with them too. So it's like she always tries to like box other females out the paint, but then like she's not really doing shit in my opinion, because like she's always on her pop shit with Starships and like Pound the Alarm and like the David Guetta songs and shit. So it's like,
I would have to disagree with that. Like specifically with the part where you said she hasn't done anything for hip hop. I feel like her, Wayne, and Drake as a trio made it okay for rappers to go pop. They were the first to do that. A lot of people, she did pop like what you said with Pound the Alarm and Starships or whatever. I feel like if it wasn't for them doing that, you would still have rap, straight up rap, and you would still have pop. But I feel like them three, they kind of made this in the middle hip hop that we have today. Like they made it okay to do that. So I feel like that was a big thing, because if it wasn't for them doing that, we wouldn't have any of the music we listen to today. It's not really rap, it's hip hop. And
fair point.
I feel like with her and the beef with other female rappers, it definitely is noticed, but just to like not really defend her, but just coming from her perspective, like of course she's gonna feel some type of way when, like you said, she was the only female rapper from like 2009. So it's like she feels threatened. It's competition now. She doesn't know how to handle that because she came out in an environment where there was no competition. So now that there is, she doesn't quite know how to handle that. So like she feels like she has to, oh my God, I actually have to try. I have to do more. I have to work harder because now it's other people who could possibly take all my attention.
And I agree with you, but like there's a difference between working harder and then being like specifically like, oh no, fuck you. Like I feel like she's really on like some mean girl shit where she's just like, oh, like you can't sit with us. I'm like, you can't beat me because I'm me. But then it's like, who are you?
Yeah. Yeah, and that probably is true. But it's like all those emotions stem from one thing, which is fear. She has fear of having her spot taken, which is understandable. I mean, It's understandable.
It's understandable, but then like, cause if we're going based off like Young Money is like the biggest shit, and like Wayne's like the biggest male. I mean, Drake's the biggest male artist. Nicki's the biggest female artist. If you look at how Drake's moved since like pretty much last year, he's pretty much like reconciled a lot of beefs. He's like made peace with a lot of people. He's really out here like trying to be on like some peace, love, and shit, like on some live shit, like peace, love, positivity, whatever the fuck, right? Versus Nicki, who's like still out here like in my eyes, like still beefing with females. Like I had noted how like at Summer Jam, it was like Remy Ma, it was Remy Ma, like Young M.A, Cardi B, like MC Lyte, like all of them like on the Summer Jam stage and shit. And I'm like, okay, so like, this is like female unity, but guess who's missing? Fucking Nicki Minaj.
That was because they all united against Nicki Minaj.
Yeah.
That was the like prime time of the Remy Nicki beef.
Was it?
Yeah.
Damn,
that was why she brought them all out. She's like, I got all these females.
True,
almost
damn.
said bitches.
Damn,
I'm trying to correct myself.
Yeah,
but yeah,
you're
she's
right.
like, I got all these females with me against you. So yeah.
You got a point though. And then also like she's always beefing with like in like New York people. Like she's beefing with Remy Ma, who's from New York. She's beefing with Cardi B, who's from New York. Other than like Iggy's from Australia, but I mean like toss that shit.
What about Azalea Banks? Where's she from?
She's from New York.
She's also
She's
from
from
New York.
Harlem.
Okay.
But like Azalea likes Nicki, but Nicki don't like Azalea. It's a lot of shit there.
Wait, they're not beefing because Azalea just beef with everybody.
Yeah.
She just wild.
Yeah.
She really just wild. But
Nicki
still,
and Azalea Banks did have beef at one point.
at one point, but then Azalea's just like pretty much like on like the Cardi hate wave now. Like she likes Nicki. So I don't. It's weird. It's just fucking weird. But still, like my point. And then like she got mad at Cardi for like not showing respect to her on Motorsport or after Motorsport, like in interviews, even though she did the same shit with Lil' Kim back in 2009. So it's like you doing. I mean, you reap what you sow. You reap what you sow. So like I don't really see, other than being like a female rapper in a time where there were none, what Nicki has done for hip hop specifically.
I liked her pop comment.
Her pop,
because
her pop, and then like I agree what you said about like how like her, Wayne, and Drake, how like kind of did that, but I feel like Drake and Wayne specifically did that, like did more to contribute to that than Nicki, because of it, like How to Love and like pretty much Drake's whole shit with like the pop, well, like more pop songs. And sure, like Nicki had like Moment for Life, but and that was a nice balance. Like that and like Your Love were like the balance, but then like she either went like too far one way, like a Hey Mama, or like a Pound the Alarm, or like Starships or some shit, and like she never really came back. Like for, like occasional bops, like a Bees in the Trap or something. Like she never really like found that balance again, like Wayne and Drake did.
I feel like she didn't want to. That was her thing. And I feel like she should go back to that because she was more successful with that type of sound. Although
back
it
to the
ma-
pop shit.
Yeah, I feel like if she wants to be successful, yeah, it was more. I feel like that really broadened the Nicki Minaj brand. So
The brand, yes,
the
the
brand,
brand,
yeah.
yes.
But if you want to talk about her being a rapper and wanting
Yes.
respect as a rapper, yeah, maybe she should go back to her old sound.
Okay,
But
cool.
that's just her, you know. It depends on what you want.
So okay, so because I was thinking it was just me, him, and Tim on that podcast. I'm like, okay, it's gonna sound like I'm hating, but I'm not trying to sound like I hate. I'm really just like trying to ask a question. I don't have nobody here to talk to about
yeah,
it.
and because I was agreeing with your point that I felt like she did something for hip hop, but I'm
Yeah.
just not a big enough Nicki fan to
really
really know,
put
you
the
know. But it's like, there's no
receipts.
way she didn't do nothing, you know.
Yeah.
I wasn't trying to say like nothing, like she
Yeah.
ain't done shit, but I mean like she's done something. But I mean like other than like introducing like how to like have like a female brand in hip hop in like the modern era, and like a couple songs here and there, like it wasn't really shit.
Yeah,
That I noticed, and until our Meraki Anoir pointed it out for us. Thank you for that. We'll take a quick little break.
Record, nigga.
The fuck?
Oh,
Record nigga the fuck. DM
Nigga's
Prime
good.
2018. We good?
we are back.
We're back? Okay,
Yes.
shit. You didn't tell nobody. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh,
Talk,
no,
nigga.
we're back, nigga. Like that was it.
Oh, well, shit.
I just like, hey, oh, we're back. Come on.
And we back. All right, back.
Yeah.
So,
anyway, we got LittyLee back.
You already know what
Y'all
going
thought,
on.
yo, we should have made some jokes about firing her.
We
You really missed that opportunity.
listen.
Y'all lame. I'm never leaving. Like, stop trying to say that.
Yo, she definitely
Y'all
is.
say it every show, and I'm not leaving.
Because she
I'm not going
graduates a
nowhere.
full semester
Maybe
before
they
me.
can fire me, but I have a key to get in. I can come in anytime they record.
And we can
Get
record
in.
other places still.
And I'll be there. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna
What?
be there every single time.
She-
and if y'all fire me, I'm gonna be the breakout star. And y'all gonna be pissed that y'all let me off the team.
Nah, if
You
that
ain't-
happens, I'm
Nah.
gonna be like, yo,
That happens every
Leah, what's good?
Nah.
How you doing?
You
I
use the
am.
toilet luck it up this
I ain't
group. It's
gonna lie
okay.
though, I would still fuck with y'all if y'all
Appreciate
fire
you.
me. Only because I look out and I know we all trying to be in the same shit.
Mm-hmm.
But I would make you be my personal slave or something for like a week. I ain't gonna lie. But I feel like that's good enough for the money you gonna be
Define
making once you
slave.
get on.
Yeah,
there.
define slave.
Define slave.
When I say slave, not the like whip it cracker, not. Hey, go get my laundry. Go
Okay.
go cook me some food. Put me
I'd
on
be
your
down
back and
for
take me
that.
across campus, some shit like that. Something chill.
I don't know about taking you across.
You
How
have a
much you weigh?
skateboard. You have a skateboard.
But you said on your back, like that's a lot of carrying.
But I'm only 5'3" and I weigh 135, so I'm not like that heavy.
And you only 15 pounds heavier than me. I mean, lighter than me.
You trying to say I'm fat? You trying to get up? You trying to call me fat?
That was not where I was going. I am a fairly light male though, so I'm just saying I could do it. But cross campus,
Boy, we'll both be sweating, falling all over the
you're
place.
not gonna be sweating. You're gonna be on top. Like
We're on your skateboard.
we're
be
not.
sweating.
We can't ride two people on a skateboard. You trying to die?
Why not? You can ride two people on those little hoverboard thingies. What's the difference?
That's different. On a skateboard, you gonna be fucked up.
Why?
Cause we gonna fall. It's that simple. It's just not balanced.
I haven't heard a lie. I haven't heard a lie.
All right, whatever. We gotta do the skateboard. You can just carry me on your back.
Okay.
Okay,
it comes
bet.
to that.
So what's been going on with what the fuck y'all think been going on with Kanye lately? Have y'all heard the new songs first of all?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was a troll song, right?
He has two. Or
Oh, I only
three.
heard one of them. I heard
He's got the
one where-
Scoobity Whoop.
Yeah, that's the one I
Yep.
heard.
And then he has one.
Ye versus
with,
the People with T.I.
Mhm, and then he has one with Smoke Perp where he's doing Scoopity Whoop too.
Oh, and Smoke Perp, he dissed J. Cole on the
All he
track.
said was like, "What's up, J. Cole?" But like, I guess. they're
Oh, everybody
considering
on
it
Twitter was
diss.
like, "Hey,
"Yeah, I
he
mean,
got his
people
ass."
love to throw around the word diss, but
That
it's
wasn't
like
a diss.
it wasn't a diss, because like Cole didn't really diss him, you know, or, like it was, but
It
yeah,
wasn't a diss. He was just basically saying,
Yeah,
like,
he's giving
you,
him advice.
You trash, and you probably can't even get on Love and Hip Hop. I guess that is a diss.
No. But like
it's
he
a
was-
nice diss.
He was like, young man, I understand that you are making money out here, and I respect that. But you are being a black male
Hey,
stereotype.
don't use that voice with J. Cole. You make him sound like a fucking
a
cracker
dad.
out here. Like, come on,
Because
now.
he pretty much dadded the nigga. He's like, hey yo, so listen, sir, I need you to just understand, as a black man, that we out
But
here
he
need
did
to
it
represent ourselves
so much better.
But like, if,
1985.
if you extract everything he's saying, he has on like his fucking like dad jeans. He out here. So, sir, please, if you could just respect yourself and respect others, or I will see you on Love and Hip Hop in 5 years. Thank you very much,
he couldn't
sir.
get on Love and Hip Hop.
No,
And
no,
that
he said
sucks
he will
'cause
see him on Love
everybody.
and Hip Hop.
He said he probably won't. Go back and listen. He said he probably won't even be able to get on Love and Hip Hop. And Love and Hip Hop. If you can't get on there, you wildin' because everybody get on Love and Hip Hop. But that's a good platform. Like I don't see why people try to use that as a diss.
Yeah.
People be getting on there if you really about your music, they pop off. I would get on Love
The
and Hip Hop.
only person
That's rare.
from
that
Love
that
and Hip Hop
happens.
is
They
Cardi
do.
B, right?
Yeah,
K
she's.
Michelle, remember? She made her
Oh,
comeback.
she
But
was
K
on-
Michelle was already established.
Yeah.
as
She
an
was,
artist.
she was.
That
And
just
you're
kind of
right.
gave her
In
more.
5 years,
I'm trying
you
to think of
gonna
more
be
people.
on Love and Hip Hop.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of somebody else who. Okay, y'all might be
It's
right
Cardi.
then.
We right.
Because like, and Safari's on Love and Hip Hop.
No.
Yeah.
Oh no, that popped him off. Not
No,
music
the
wise.
dick
He was
but
already
his
off.
personality did get
He was
popped off
already-
on Love and Hip Hop.
He already had music before then, and then he had he caught a song while he was on it. Like, in terms of Love and Hip Hop, there's only like what, maybe 2 acts that have like actually popped off from Love and Hip Hop. Like Cardi, obviously, and like
Oh, Remy Ma, she made her comeback.
she
too.
was no. She was once again. She already had All the Way Up. She
Okay.
already had all that shit. Then she came down and went to Love and Hip Hop.
I've honestly
It's a
never
difference.
watched an episode of Love and Hip Hop, so I don't really know who's on it.
You're not missing
But-
nothing. It's a bunch of drama.
It really,
I feel
it really
like
is
if
shit.
you really
My
wanna
mom
do
loves that
music,
shit.
Love and
I
Hip
don't
Hop
know
is
why.
not the platform.
It's really.
It's just not a positive one. It can be real. It can get real messy if you're not really focused on your music.
If you're trying to be an actor, maybe.
Oh yeah, definitely. That's good portfolio.
But, like-
reality TV star.
If you look at somebody like what's that nigga name? Like Stevie J and like Jocelyn and shit. Like they've been on that shit with seems like forever, and yet you still
But
haven't heard a
Stevie
song.
J got ranked. he got rank in the industry before, even if he's not putting out music right now.
But
and he got
once
a
again,
spinoff.
that was before he had another shit. But in terms of loving hip hop, if you're trying to get in some shit for hip hop,
yeah.
You're not getting no songs, like
Okay,
unless you two
right.
people.
I'll give it to y'all. This one time.
This one time?
This one time. But nah, so I've been on Twitter. Everybody know I be on Twitter heavy. I love Twitter. That's my favorite social media. And like you said about Kanye, I think that he's just expressing himself. I think he always been like that. Everybody's just shocked about it because of this day and age. You know, everybody's sensitive on social media. He said he endorsed Trump. That's his personal opinions and political stance. He don't have to agree with whatever we say. Just because we don't like Trump don't mean he have to not like Trump. But he really endorsing him. Like, he fought with Trump.
So the thing is, like, we've essentially made it where if you're pro-Trump, you're anti-black.
Yeah, you hate everyone.
As
He's
Kanye,
trying to split that shit.
Yeah, Kanye is trying. That was his whole argument on Ye versus the people. He's like, I could still like support Trump, but don't mean I'm against y'all. But everybody, and let me be honest with y'all, I don't give a fuck about politics. I really don't. So I don't be following this shit.
Y'all the ones vote. How he get in office? So don't be mad now that Kanye said he fuck with him. Stupid asses. Why y'all take your ass out to the polls if you don't want him to be in office? How about that? Black people act like they can't vote.
You know,
Black
the mic is
people
right
knows
there.
How to vote. I just want them to hear and understand that y'all got a problem with who in office, but y'all got the power to change it. Y'all got a little bit of power. You know, the government decide. Don't kill us. But either way, y'all could goddamn make a voice. Y'all could get y'all voice heard. Go vote. Y'all don't take y'all ass to the polls and then be pissed when somebody get in office that y'all don't like. Don't talk shit if you ain't doing nothing to change it. That's all I gotta say. Anyways. Back to what we was talking about. Sorry, I got a little heated.
God damn.
Because black people do be mad as hell. The way everybody on Twitter was going in about him. Like Kanye's canceled. They even said Chance was canceled because he commented and said black people don't have to be Democrats. And that's true. Those not even the only 2 parties.
Yeah.
And people don't know that. Those just the main parties. I'm just
My
over
goodness.
it. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead, because I'm getting in my feelings.
You really just body that whole shit like for no reason, like goddamn. Like shit. I agree with you because like literally in like the 2016 election, literally like 5,000 people or like how many people like literally voted Harambe.
Yep. Like, okay, look, I ain't vote, but I ain't gonna get up, get out my bed, put on some clothes, like actual clothing to get out and just then troll at the polls. Like, nah, if I go, I'm gonna actually vote.
Exactly.
And I am gonna still vote for Kanye.
The gorilla. That's why Trump is in office.
R.I.P. my nigga though. Go ahead.
Let me stop talking about it.
Why the fuck do niggas care about Harambe?
Because that nigga was a real one.
I was like, oh, it's a dead monkey. Well, that's almost a racist
one of
site.
God's creatures, so that's probably why people care. You know, they care about animals more than they
Niggas
care
die
about
every day, B.
other races and shit. But
care more about fucking animals than they do people. The fuck.
Yeah.
they do.
Anyway, what I don't like is I see people on Twitter and social media in general trying to say that Kanye's doing this as a publicity stunt, and I'm just like, Kanye, to be honest, this is hurting Kanye more than it's helping because Kanye don't need publicity.
He done lost like 10 million followers on Twitter.
It might
That's
be
not
hurting
true.
him as far as
He was at like 27.
He's still at 27. That was made up. He said 27.8. I was
because
just on his
Rihanna all
Twitter.
them unfollow him.
Rihanna does not mean he loses 10 million followers. He's still at 27.8.
He is at 27.8.
Yep.
That shit was a lot down. That shit
It
was.
don't matter. He only following one anyway. So it's like, okay, I lost some followers.
Yeah, he doesn't.
But-
Anyway, but yeah, what was I even saying?
I forgot. That's why I lost my train of
You
thought.
said Kanye was.
Oh
mad
yeah,
'cause
this is
people-
hurting Kanye.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it definitely is. It definitely is.
Maybe not, because he still got the white market and then the people who actually support Trump. That's a lot of people.
So you
Not
think
even that. Everybody talking about him, but y'all still going to listen to his music.
and
That's
y'all
what I'm
going to buy
saying.
his clothes most likely
So
when
it's
they
like-
drop.
Y'all just mad for like 3 days, and y'all gonna go back to y'all normal routines. So shut up.
That's why you can't listen to people on social media. Like, if you are a star, that shit'll eat you up. I know for a fact, if I was big or when I do get big, if y'all
Speak it into
talking
existence.
any shit, I don't give a fuck. Y'all can hear me say that now. And I'm not taking back no statements that I made because I meant them when I said it. I said what I said. Y'all ain't gonna fuck with me, then don't fuck with
I
me.
hate
with
when
Leah
people
today.
do that. Like, people find they tweet from like 2009 and they're like, I
Bruh.
apologize. I feel like if you said that,
You meant
don't.
it.
Yeah, you meant it. So
Yeah.
it's like, keep that same energy, like they be
Exactly.
saying.
Okay.
I'm not apologizing for shit I meant.
Okay, so like, keep it on topic with that.
Oh yeah, true.
Sorry.
Because like, I'm curious. Did you see like the whole Sabrina Claudio situation? So like, when she was doing that shit about like how she was like pretty much dissing like all African American females, like oh like y'all got like y'all monkey hair and shit, and then she had to
Yeah.
apologize and all that shit. Like,
That shit pissed me off.
She
'cause
meant
I
it.
like
It
her
wasn't even
music.
that long ago.
It really
You didn't
wasn't.
change in 3 years. You
It
just
really
mad
wasn't.
because you got caught and you want people to still support you. So you're gonna. They probably don't even apologize. First of all, they have publicists.
Yeah.
what
So
pissed
it's
me off?
like-
What fucked me up about that was how like someone like referenced it like oh like I miss Sabrina Claudio on like her old account, and then she's like LOL I low key missed those times too.
She did say
She
that.
said
Yeah.
I
She
low
did
key
say
missed
that.
those times. Like she wanted it to
Racist
be like
bitch.
drawn to, and then as soon as she literally lit the fucking match that burned her whole fucking career down. Like I used to love her. I
Me
still I used to
too.
bang Unravel Me like it was my shit.
That was my. Oh
That
my
was my
Frozen.
shit.
I
I
love
like
that
Frozen.
song.
Her new 2 songs, like not the one with Khalid, but like the other one. I was banging that shit for like a week, and then I
Yeah.
found out,
Now
and it's
I'm
like,
no.
you off my playlist.
See, I ain't gonna
You're
lie.
canceled.
That shit still be coming on the playlist, and I be pissed, but I be like, damn, baby, can you? Like, oh shit, she racist.
I gotta skip, like, cause like she can't be dissing my queens
Yeah,
like that,
she
so
is
I can't be allowing
Oh,
that.
look at you, Black King, representing us. Gotta stick together.
I'm tired of this shit. You have a nigga. You have a nigga. Move.
Don't be trying to act like I'm coming for you. I love my nigga, just so everybody knows. Anyways, back on topic. Yeah, everybody on social media was trying to say that Kanye has mental issues right now. Like
They've been saying that for years.
They've been saying that shit for a decade, I
Yeah.
swear.
But did y'all see his? He posted his conversation with, I can't remember
John
his
Legend.
John Legend. Yeah.
And his response was basically like, "You bringing up my fans to basically mentally force me to stop being me."
Yeah.
I agree with him. Cause what are my fans? If they my fans, they should support what I'm doing, regardless of what I say. This is my opinion. All I'm doing is speaking out on what I believe. So y'all gonna stop fucking with me just because we don't have the same mindset? If that's the case, the world shouldn't fuck with each other because none of us think alike.
I will say this. So like, Kanye right now is kind of bringing up a point that Xavier brought up last episode with the R. Kelly and shit. It's like, can we separate the art and like an artist from their music? Because like it's the same shit with us, like Sabrina. Because like she was like dissing like African Americans, like African American females, and yet she still makes some fire ass music. R. Kelly was like pissing on girls' mouths and like is apparently running a sex ring with young females, and yet he makes or he used to make fire ass music.
True.
Kanye is on some Donald Trump Republican shit, which is his political party, whatever. But then he still makes some fire ass music, other than Poopity Scoop Whoop.
Yo, I've been kind of feeling Poopity Scoop.
Yeah, it's funny.
Yeah.
yeah, so it's kind of like,
Or at least the
yeah.
part before that is good. I really like that part. That's not him though,
I'm,
but
I'm not gonna cap it. It's kind of fun. Scoop-diddy poop.
And it's not like he said fuck black people or anything.
Exactly.
Or fuck Mexicans or fuck the LG. He didn't say nothing. All he just said was like he endorses Trump.
Yeah, and he did say he doesn't necessarily agree with everything
Yeah.
that Trump says. So I feel like that's a big point. Because, like, if Trump even comes out and says that, well, he would never go as far to, like, come out as racist. But if he were to say some racist shit, it kind of, like, could still come out and say something against him, saying, I don't agree with this, but I like what he's doing here. Now, I can't say what Trump is doing because I don't follow politics. So I don't know what parts Kanye could agree with that don't contradict.
I might agree with the unemployment rates. I know our unemployment rates are down like shit.
Even though that really was Obama putting in all that work. But
That's what
nonetheless.
I said. He just came in.
Like, I swear to God,
thought that's what
niggas is
Obama
always on
said.
niggas is always on some shit. It's like, okay, like when Obama first came in office in like 2009. Oh, we're in a fucking recession. Blame Obama. Even though it was really Bush that put in all that work. And then like as soon as that shit's over and Obama's done, oh, black unemployment rates at the lowest they've ever been. Give it to Trump. Nigga, y'all can't be flipping that
I
shit.
heard they trying to raise public housing rent.
I didn't hear that.
But still, okay,
Yeah, I be
so
reading
like,
a little bit.
I will say this because like I feel like as just black people all around, like just in the nation, they're just like, okay, if they hear the word Trump, they just gonna like automatically have like a negative reaction, which
Trump might as well
fair
come
point.
out in a white KKK role because that's how we
fair
always
point.
feel
I mean, like
about him.
David Duke endorsed the nigga, so it's like fair point. I understand, but like not everything this nigga do.
Just for people who don't know who David Duke.
David Duke is I don't want to say a founder, but like he's part of the KKK pretty much. So He's been endorsed by the KKK.
Full disclosure, I'm one of the people who didn't know.
Okay, bet. Bet. So, but like when Trump is like part of like South Korea and North Korea's like negotiations and like letting them like finally come together and shit, I'm not sure if it's actually gonna happen. But like if he's can be part of that shit and like bringing them bitches together, okay, because like that's been like years and years worth of shit that like. If he can be like the first one to like actually like bring some shit together, you got to be able to like clap it up for that man and be like, okay, cool, you doing your job. But like at the same time when he's bombing Syria and shit, trying to bring us into World War III, it's like, well, fuck.
No, apparently he got Kim Jong-un to stop constructing nuclear weapons.
We'll see.
I hope that's true. Like I would give him a shout out for that.
I do too, but nigga, we'll see.
Where
Shit.
y'all get that from?
I'm getting it from him.
See, let me tell you. So this is not exactly a credible source.
Oh, nigga, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, don't quote him.
No.
But my boy James Andre Jefferson Jr. definitely did a video on it.
Okay, well, it might be. He might have got it.
Maybe.
Yeah, I'll find it.
You'll find it?
I'll find it.
Okay, thank you.
Gotcha.
Meraki, what are your thoughts on it? Like so far, like the whole like, do you think people can separate the art from the music, or is it like for some people just too much?
I feel like it depends on what we're separating. If it's like, oh, well, he cheats on his wife a lot, it's like, yeah, that's bad, but unfortunately, that kind of has nothing to do with me. That's like your personal life. And I feel like back in the day, we didn't have social media. So it was like we only saw the artists and we only knew their music, and that's all we knew about them. So I feel like going on like into now, social media is kind of like a disadvantage as much as it is an advantage.
Definitely.
Because people know so much about you without you don't even have to say anything. It's like a blog or something who knows your whole life. And I feel like it just depends on what that person stands for.
Yeah.
Like if you're like racist and all this other stuff, like, yeah, you're a bad person, I probably don't want to support you even if you are super talented. Because even Safari said in a recent interview, 80% of you being an artist is your personality, which is a big reason as to why Cardi B is so successful.
Agreed.
Her music it's okay, but we support Cardi because we like Cardi as an individual, not necessarily because of her music.
Agreed.
So
That's
Agreed.
always my point has always been in hip hop. We definitely have murderers. We definitely have people that have indirectly, at least, probably killed somebody through drug overdose. I know Yo Gotti talked about him selling crack to his friend's mom. So we have all these people.
Rapists.
We got rapists, but it seems like there's certain crimes that people like to hate more. Like woman beat like I always go back to X because this is when I initially had this conversation.
Dog.
Yeah, you can say Chris Brown.
Yeah.
No,
Right.
dog. You can even say dog. You know what really threw me the fuck off? Nigga, Nas, like, Khalees.
His wife just came out.
She literally just did a
Yeah.
whole interview, like,
I saw that.
Nas's ex-wife literally had a whole interview about, like, how, like, when they were married, he would, like, beat on her and shit. Like, they were in an abusive relationship. And I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
Like,
That's
that, like,
sad.
Nas was my nigga. I still bang, like... Well, I personally listen to Illmatic and shit like that, but like I listened to his last, like his album for like 2012, and like there are songs on there where he's talking about like I can't wait to fight you and shit, and I'm like, oh wait, he was really fighting her. Like I was thinking he was like just on like some figurative shit, like oh yeah, like we gonna tussle, but then like oh no, like he really trying to like knock her teeth out and shit, and I'm like
Yeah.
oh fuck,
You a hoe.
damn.
But anyway, my point being,
That's just my opinion. If you a man and you'll just beat me up, I could see a little choke out if I'm talking shit. If I'm doing
Oh,
or not even
okay.
talking shit. If I'm swinging on you, and I'm not talking about the full choke out, like can't breathe. I'm talking about like the jack up, and you put me on the ground and restrain me.
Yeah,
But
restraining.
if you
Yeah,
motherfucking punch, my teeth fall out. I'm on the ground screaming and you still punching. You a hoe. Because
Agreed.
why are you fighting me like that? You know you stronger than me physically. Why
Agreed.
would you do that to me?
you can't be doing that shit.
and what my point was never to
blood
come out
boiling.
against and say
brothers
men
and
should
beat that ass.
beat women. But my point was that it seems like because he would not listen to X's album when it was coming out. My friend I was having this conversation with, and it seems like for me the worst thing you can do in general has always been murder. Like that's the worst thing you can do. Like
Nah, great.
rape over murder. At
Rape
least
and
Hell
murder.
yeah.
No,
'Cause
no.
murder can sometimes you can be just defending yourself. So you like. Damn,
I'm not talking about
No,
self-defense.
no.
but-
Like actually like going out
like,
and killing somebody
yeah.
just, with
Just
the
randomly,
intent
though?
of killing.
I mean, rape. If you get raped, you'll have a scarred life, but you'll still have a life.
I think rape is worse than murder. 'Cause
Murder,
y'all
you
don't
have
get it
nothing.
because y'all men. As females, that shit. I've never been raped, but just I've been in a situation where I start panicking because I felt like I couldn't get out of the situation and that was about to happen. And I can tell you right now firsthand, that alone make you so like, so I can't imagine the rape.
Are you really saying that you would rather be murdered than raped?
Yeah, I can meet God and chill.
Yeah,
and
the
be
thing about
rested in
that
heaven.
is when you're dead, you're dead.
You know
when
what?
you were
You know what? I
raped, you're
understand.
traumatized
Yeah.
forever. You will never be able to
Lasting
have a
effects, I
successful
understand.
relationship
Lasting
because you don't
effects.
trust nobody. That's
I understand.
And you either become super promiscuous
Yeah.
or super shelled.
yeah.
It's no in between. It's
I
one
was
or the
gonna say
other.
I still feel like a life, even like a life where you've been scarred by an incident like that, you can still go on and do stuff. Once you're you're dead. Like you're done.
But
Who wants to
but-
live a life traumatized?
Exactly.
I feel like that's torture.
I understand where they come because like if you do get raped, like you might as I'm gonna say you might as well be dead, but like you pretty much like in your own shell, and it's like okay, so like only maybe like certain like maybe like your mom and your dad, like your whole relationship with everybody is gonna be different. So like you pretty much have to rely on yourself and like just do everything on yourself, and like if anyone tries to talk to you, or, like tries to gain your trust, you're gonna be like no because you can't trust nobody unless like someone actually like fights to like okay listen I understand this is like an isolated incident, I have to like fight to like be able to trust people, unless like they actually put in that effort, you pretty much might as well just like not even be here because like you're not doing shit.
And that could make you get into depression mode and want to kill yourself anyway. So honestly, I'd rather be murdered. Please don't murder me, but I'm just saying.
Please don't listen. No murder, no rape, none of
we're
that.
not trying to
Yeah,
get
we're
into
not.
that stuff,
Yeah,
but-
the point being,
We didn't talk about
is-
too much rape around here.
Y'all have. Oh my God.
Yo, if she don't know about that, don't.
We're not
don't
doing
look at
it.
Yeah.
We're not doing it.
Yep.
We're not doing it.
That
one.
Please God.
Oh,
Please,
anyway.
God.
Anyway, my whole point was that it does seem like there's certain like things. Like things are worse than what Kanye's like.
Yeah.
We have people in our community that we still support that have done things that. And I mean, I was talking about murder, but I'm sure we have rapists in hip hop too. 100% sure.
Rapists,
What? Yes.
drug dealers.
Yes. So-
Wasn't X on trial for?
Not rape. It wasn't rape.
It wasn't rape.
It was abuse.
It was
I thought it
physical
was-
abuse.
No.
Physical and rape.
No,
No.
I mean she was his girlfriend. She was consenting to the sex. She just wasn't consenting to
How you
her.
know?
Well,
You
she
can
has
rape your student.
she has come out and first off has come out and said that none of the stuff she's done she was lying. But we don't know. He could have done something to manipulate her. It's all alleged, by the way.
Okay, let me ask this. I saw somebody put a meme on Twitter, and they said it was a picture of a man who was holding his pants on top of his wife, holding her mouth down like this. And it said, if it's your wife, is it rape?
I know in certain, it's like 2 states. I won't give you the states, but you can't rape your wife. And I believe like 2 states.
But
I don't know.
do you think that's rape?
It's
if
still-
you come home and try to fuck her, your wife say no, and you fuck her anyway.
Yeah, that's
That's
probably
still rape, yeah.
Yeah.
I just wanted to see what kind of men you were.
I would agree with that.
I just wanted to see where your head was. If you
Statement.
said anything else, I was leaving.
Yeah, it's still rape.
But yeah, that's definitely rape. People be tripping. You're a rapist if you think it's not. Sorry.
Yeah. My whole point was that I don't feel like we should cancel Kanye because of his political beliefs. When we have people
definitely.
that have actually done worse shit, you know.
Yeah, I don't even like Kanye, and I don't think he should be
I know.
canceled. He said that he.
I know you say you don't like Kanye. I don't know how because Kanye is amazing. Like musically.
It's not that I don't like him. I just don't listen to
Yeah,
his music.
I get you.
But he said that his shoes make more than Michael
Michael
Jordan
Jordan.
shoes. Y'all think that's true?
I don't know. We'll see. But like,
Kanye be talking shit.
I feel like why people are even like trying to quote unquote cancel Kanye is because like he's just like he's on Twitter. So when he's on Twitter, he's not really giving like his full thoughts. Like he's just saying like a sentence, and like that sentence can be like interpreted whatever way. Because like when he said he liked that one girl, I'm not gonna say her name because I don't want to give her any clout. And then like people like pretty much researched her, like found out like all her thoughts and how she was like I don't want to say anti-black, but just like. She seemed very Republican, and he said he likes the way that she thinks. He didn't elaborate. Okay, like what aspects of her thinking do you like? Like what specifically about her like appeals you? He never answered that. He just said he likes the way he thinks, and then he left it to Twitter. And you know how Twitter be? They always gonna assume the worst. So it's like okay, so we just gonna go ahead and see this, and this. Oh shit, Kanye's gone the fuck crazy. So if he was able to like actually sit down and like talk to people,
Oh,
and
he has
like
an interview with Charlamagne coming out soon.
It probably won't help. People are closed-minded.
Yeah, that's true.
agreed.
Yeah.
As soon as you say you like Donald Trump, people like,
Yeah. It's
You're
like,
not
wow,
wrong.
okay.
You're not wrong.
he does, yeah. And I do hope, because Charlamagne's one of the most, like, He be on the radio calling people crack-ass crackers. Like,
I like him.
I know. I like him.
Because he say whatever he wants
He say exactly what he wants. But
it.
he gave himself Donkey of the Day because people were like, why aren't you giving Kanye Donkey of the Day? And he said, I'm thinking he said something in this interview that has prevented Charlamagne, like, at least giving some context as to what he means, you know? So I'm waiting for the interview.
Charlamagne is all about context. So, like, he doesn't want to give Kanye Donkey of the Day without knowing the context and then being able to share it to the public. Because like if he does that, then he's a hypocrite.
Exactly.
So like he's like, okay, listen, I'm not gonna do that, but I know y'all want me to give it to him, so I'm gonna give it to myself, which like respectable. Okay, you cool. We good, Charlotte. We good, Charlotte.
Not Charlotte, a nickname.
Nah, nigga, Leonard the nickname. Fucking Monique went up there and murdered
Right, that nigga.
She ain't been playing with nobody.
Oh man.
But she got ranked, so I feel like she was right in everything.
Do y'all agree with the whole Monique shit, by the way? I'm just curious.
No.
I stand with her.
You do?
Because I think everything she said was accurate. She does have rank. She's been in the game. She made her statement all these years. She done been on hella shows, y'all. She was the host of Flavor of Love Charm School. She had the Parkers. She was on something else. I can't remember it. She been in movies.
She was on the game that one time too.
See? Guest appearances, her actual comedy, her own stuff. Like, that white girl, Amy Schumer. Anyway, she definitely should be making more money from Netflix than Monique. Definitely, like, so I stand with her. And anybody who got something to say, then y'all done. So, I said it.
I just didn't agree with the amount of money
I take it back,
she was asking for. You know, like, she wanted how much did Amy get? Do you remember?
Like 15, I think.
15 million?
I think so.
Okay, like I know she wanted like Dave Chappelle, Chris Rock money.
But like,
that's her worth though.
She is not on Dave Chappelle, Chris Rock.
Because like when it comes to Dave Chappelle had one of the most influential shows in comedy. So like, not even talking influence. Chappelle's show was the highest selling like season 2 was like the highest selling DVD of all time. It's the highest selling DVD of all time. So I'm pretty sure that the Parkers isn't up there. I'm pretty sure whatever season the game she was on isn't up there. I'm pretty sure like any of her work on TV is not up there compared to Chappelle's show. Chris Rock.
She has rank, but like none of her stuff are in the same level as
Chris Rock has had
Rock.
like multiple comedy tours in the 90s and the 2000s. He hadn't had one since 2007. So when they both come to Netflix and saying, hey, yo, we're going to premiere our shit on here, two comics that have been gone for a minute, but like they already have both the financial and like critical respect, they going to get that money. Monique, in their eyes, hasn't really done anything to like get that kind of money.
Plus, supposedly she's a bitch.
I've heard that too.
She might be. But that ain't got nothing to do with talent.
That's true.
That separated the personal from her.
Agreed.
But it's also, some people have the ability to disappear, and their fans are so loyal that they're going to rock with them. Not everybody has that ability.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. They probably feel like, well, we're not going to invest all this money into you, and people don't even watch it like that.
Exactly.
Because I personally, I don't think I would have
like,
went to go watch that.
To be honest, like,
I wouldn't have subscribed to Netflix.
What's the last thing what's like the latest shit like you've seen Monique in?
The
I
game.
really couldn't think of anything. Like when she popped up, I was like, I know the name, but like what's she done
This Christmas,
lately?
the movie.
And when did that come out?
From 2007?
No, not this Christmas. The one with DC Young Fly. I can't remember what it's called.
Last Christmas or whatever the fuck that shit is.
Yeah, she was in that
She
movie.
was in that.
She was in
played
that
a good
movie. That movie was
She played a good role.
hilarious.
She was good in that, but then she was talking hella shit behind the scenes about how like everyone on set was talking about how she was like a wreck to work with and shit. So it's like,
For real?
yes.
I never heard that. She a bitch. She seemed like she
From
was
what I've
funny
heard.
and nice. Wow.
From what I've heard, and then she was in the interview calling that nigga daddy. So I'm like,
Yeah, that one
she
was-
misunderstood.
we really not we really not doing that today. I'm sorry, but
Yo, he got her fucking trained or something. I was like, yo, I get calling daddy in the bedroom, but like I can't be walking around and a chick calling me daddy.
you gonna be on like on
Some people
camera,
like that, though. Like you just call your man, hey, Fitty.
but like
Nah, I mean, I'll be like, hey,
we over here in an interview. I'm on the phone. I ain't even in person. I'm on the phone. There's a whole nother nigga next to me, and I'm gonna say, oh no, I got it, daddy. No, what?
yeah,
no.
that's awkward as fuck. Imagine you out, like, you're on a double date, you and your boyfriend and some guy and his girlfriend, and the whole time she's like, hey, daddy, can you, like,
It wouldn't bother me. I would be like, oh, y'all so in love.
Like,
I don't even like that daddy
Nah,
shit,
that's
honestly.
kind of weird.
Y'all can keep
It
that
don't
daddy
bother
shit.
me. I know personally, I wouldn't. I'm not gonna just be calling my nigga daddy all out in public. But I mean,
I can do it in the
if you
bedroom.
are doing it.
Nah,
But-
just regardless, I'm not fucking with that.
Some
daddy
people
shit.
just be really into their significant other.
I know, but like, there's got to be like, there's definitely something else. I'm not
Yeah.
calling you like. I don't want to be nobody.
Especially,
Like,
like-
unless I got a daughter or like a son, I'm not nobody daddy.
Yo, like, what happens when you went in the room with her actual daddy?
Exactly.
And y'all sitting
Exactly.
there. Like, that happened in
she
How
probably-
High? Huh?
Yes, it did.
She
Yeah.
was calling him daddy.
No, but the white girl, she called. Have you seen How High? She was calling, I think, Redmond daddy.
Yep.
And her dad was in the room, so she's like, "Hey, daddy," and both of them said, "Hey, what? Yeah, like, yes."
And then looked at each other like,
I
oh
was
wait, what?
whoa. It's like, nah.
How High is still a classic.
Yeah,
How
it is.
High is
That's
still
one of
a
the
classic.
funniest
That
movies
shit's
ever.
hilarious, my nigga.
Yeah, I'm gonna
God
watch
damn.
that today.
That shit's a classic. All right, another thing that happened, just real quick. So Post Malone dropped his album. Did any of y'all hear it?
Nope.
No.
Bet. Okay,
I didn't even know
perfect.
he dropped the album.
He did. He did. None of us listened to it, but that man broke J. Cole streaming records already.
Had it for a week.
Dang.
So like, that's fucked up. That nigga had it for a week.
Yep.
Post Malone said, "I'm that white. Give me that shit, nigga." Culture appropriating that. So
I don't listen to him.
I don't either. But like, my question off that is like, how big is Post Malone? Because like off this,
Yeah.
he's like up there with like Drake and Kendrick and shit, and like, cause they're usually the one that's breaking the records,
Yeah.
but like he's breaking records for like most streams. So it's like, okay, what the fuck is going on? Like, I can't really put a number on him. Like, I don't know if it's like just a bunch of suburban ass white kids that's listening to him, or if it's like he actually has clout out here. I don't know.
I'm not gonna
Maybe
hate on
he's-
Post because from what I hear, he's like one of the actual like. If Monique's a bitch, Post is like the nice guy, you know. Like if you met with Post, like it would be like a vibe, you know. That said, and I hate to bring race into it, but I feel like this is a key component. I feel like his fan base, the reason why he's getting these streaming numbers, is, and it goes with every white rapper. It goes to, I feel like white people love hip hop, but they love to support someone who's like them who does hip hop, and then Post dabbles into other genres that they would listen to anyway. So they got a white person whose music is most likely. I only listen to his hits, so I don't know like if album wise.
He does.
Okay, so his music's good. You would vouch for that.
On Stoney, he definitely had like, it wasn't just hip hop, so I will give him that. Yeah.
But like the music is good.
Yeah.
Okay, so you got
it's solid. Yeah.
You got a white person whose music is good, and white people and black people. We need to work on this, but they love to support their own. So that you have a white person in hip hop who's making good music, they're gonna go support it. So I don't know, in hip hop, is he still on the level as a Cole, Drake, or Kendrick? Fuck no. But in general, like maybe as a pop artist,
But like
the numbers don't lie.
he's doing like, as a pop artist, yeah, but like he's doing like pop artist numbers with like hip hop music. Like he's really on some
Is
Drake
this
shit.
project all hip hop?
From what I don't know about this
Yeah,
one,
I
but
haven't
like the last one, it was like a nice little blend. So I mean, I don't know, but like I feel like he's like the white X, and in terms of like, okay, it's like he can do like a lot of genres, and like he can have like hits and like big songs, but like he Post just white, and like he got more clout, so like he's like, okay, bet.
And I'm just assuming that he's getting the clout because he's white.
But the difference between like Post doing numbers like that and J. Cole doing numbers like that, Post, he's probably just now coming to his time. He's just now reaching that peak. But will he forever do numbers like that? We don't know. J. Cole can drop something in 5 years and it'll probably still break records because
Yeah.
he's a legend. He's so it's like you can't compare him. He can't just, oh, he broke a record, now he's up there with Kendrick and Cole. No. You have to consistently keep getting that in order for you to be recognized on the same level as somebody like Kendrick or J. Cole.
I will say that, but then like even like with Kendrick, we all knew him like as hip hop fans. We knew Kendrick as like that lyricist, like one of the best. He's not one to be fucked with. But to the masses, he may not have seemed like that until like Humble and like Damn came out. When like he came with this new album, because with that he had the #1 hit. He had all like the big songs. Damn broke streaming records. It was like the biggest selling album of that of last year. So it's like, okay, now he's like just starting to get that it's Kendrick Lamar, like to white kids, versus Post, who's already white. He's already like he's pretty much having Kendrick's run right now. Like he had the #1 song with Rockstar. He had another big song with Psycho with Ty Dolla $ign. And then with this, he's already breaking the streaming number. So it's like, okay, shit, he's pretty much doing Kendrick's run like five or so years before Kendrick did.
I would
all
say
off like his second album.
This is solidifying Post as the #1 artist out of this new generation, other than possibly the Migos. But it's like between those two.
I'm putting Ray Sherman up there too.
Yeah.
I need to see what Ray Sherman sells when this comes out.
When this next one does?
Yeah, because it's supposed to drop, I believe, next week, right?
Is it next week?
I know Sway Lee tweeted out something talking about it was coming out. I believe next week.
Shrimp Life 3.
Yeah. Are y'all excited for that, by the way?
I'm not listening to
Yeah.
any 50 track
I like
project.
Ray
Get the
Sherman.
fuck out of here.
It's 50 tracks.
Yeah, supposedly.
It's a Ray Sherman album, a Slim Jimmy project, and a Sway Lee project.
Yeah.
I was gonna say it's like they
It-
split it up.
Oh,
It's
they're
like
trying
3
to be
different
like
albums.
Outkast.
Yeah, but like they
I
doing
think
like
it's
a
gonna
whole
be
album
fine.
with it too.
They creative.
I trust them.
Me too.
I haven't heard a song by them that I didn't like,
Agreed.
so I'm not gonna sit here and listen to 50 songs. No,
I'm gonna
probably
have
just
to
gonna
break that
listen
shit
to
up. I'm gonna be
whatever
like, okay,
goes
like,
mainstream.
Here's Shrimp Life 3, here's Sway shit, and here's Slim Jimmy shit. Like I
Yeah.
gotta break that shit
I'll
up.
listen to the hits.
But like I will say
Yeah.
this though, I'm gonna listen to all the tracks because like
Me too.
'cause I'm gonna listen to it like regardless because like Shrimp Life 1, Shrimp Life 2, both greats. Like for what they are, like it's like the perfect like turn up music, and like not even that, it has like a lot more different vibes than that. Like I still bang Swang to this day. Like it's still
That video is lit.
that video
I
was
wish
nice.
they put me in it. For real, I would have been so lit in the video.
I believe that. But like they make like the perfect like kind of music for that kind of shit. So it's like I can't say like okay I'm not gonna listen to it because like they haven't failed yet at bat. Like every time they at bat they always swinging out the park. So it's like I got no reason not to.
Well, then Post is still definitely a top 3, though.
I just still can't say that. I feel
mean,
like
I
he
don't
kind of
either.
just came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
It was like he made.
I can't
that
say that though
song.
because like he had a White Iverson back in like what
That's what I was about to
2016
say.
2016
He made that song.
like-
it was a gap, and then all of a sudden it was Rockstar, and now he's like
no
selling all this stuff.
It wasn't a because he
That
had
song,
a
Almost Done.
yeah.
That's his song.
he had a
Oh.
he had Congratulations.
Okay, yeah.
He had like a whole
Yeah.
album.
Maybe I
yeah,
just don't
He
was-
pay attention
Yeah,
to
Yeah.
it.
He was on
I
a-
didn't know the Congratulations
He was on
was his
Kanye
song.
West shit in 2016
Yeah.
too. He was
He
on
was.
Wasn't
a
he like a
he was on
secret
Fade.
feature, though? Yeah, he was secret.
He was on Fade.
Like, because he's not credited on that, at least.
He
like,
is.
If you,
I
well,
would say
if you
he's
look at
on
like the
Fade.
Spotify and stuff, I mean, he might be in like the credits, so you gotta look for that.
No, like on Spotify.
He's
He's
on
not
Fade
on
doing
Spotify
what?
featured.
the
on
the
Fade. Apparently, he's the guy singing.
the
But, like,
Really?
you wouldn't know.
the
Yeah,
I've
exactly.
been on my
Oh.
shit.
Yeah, like you wouldn't hear
Wow.
him. You
That
like, you
last
have to
little
look for
bit-
that.
Oh,
Yeah, he's not. He's
I
not,
didn't even
like,
know
they
that.
don't credit
featured.
nobody on
Yeah.
Kanye shit. To be fair,
They have The
Yeah.
Weeknd credited. They have Rihanna
No, they
credited.
don't.
Yes, they do.
Let me look, because Tidal usually always gives all the credits.
Title do on Spotify. It
So-
literally say all Kanye. Look,
So do you
That's
think
crazy.
One
Post
sec.
Malone
It might be different on a
has-
computer.
maybe.
Do y'all think Post Malone has,
you're right.
you know how a song be so far when you listen to it, you restart it before it even ends? Do
Yeah.
y'all think he has any songs like that?
Not in my opinion.
Maybe. I like I Fall Apart.
This is a lot of credits. What's his real name?
Who?
Post Malone.
I don't know, nigga.
It's
Malone
like
Post.
it's like 15 people credited for
Jesus.
composer. So
I have no idea. But still, I will say I do like some songs I will like have like on repeat, but I mean Post just ain't for me. Like these days I've listened to like a lot of Gunna, so like I don't really I can't even really
Yeah.
like be in that world.
In my
listening-
trap music
the
phase.
fucking NBA YoungBoy just dropped his shit, so I've been banging that for like the past 2 days. So I mean like I'm not even in that kind of zone right now.
Old crater head.
Huh?
Old crater head looking ass Nick.
Okay, bet. Okay, bet. Wow. Okay. I was over here being peaceful as shit.
No, not you, NBA Youngboy.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I'm about to.
He got that giant thing. I don't know. It's like a mountain on his head. I don't know what the fuck
He
it is.
droning?
Yes.
That
He probably
listen.
gonna pull up and beat my ass.
Yes, he will.
That's
If
what
he
I was
finds this shit,
thinking.
if he finds this shit, he's just gonna be
That's what
like,
I
"Hey, yo,
was
so like, what campus the nigga on?" He's just gonna pull up. He gonna do he gonna do a concert here. Then he gonna beat your ass after the concert.
Off topic, Diddy is about to drop some brown Ciroc. If anybody cares.
What's like some dark?
I was
liquor?
like, Diddy's about to drop
'Cause
music.
Oh,
Ciroc
hold
is-
up.
Ciroc is white.
Yeah, he about to drop some dark liquor.
Yeah, he about to drop some brown.
Yo, Hennessy, Douce, y'all got some competition.
For real, because people like Ciroc.
Nah,
People
dog.
fuck with Ciroc.
That shit gonna be tasty.
Rock low key expensive, bro.
That shit nasty.
Yeah, I looked at it. My boy got some for his birthday. I was like, this shit is too expensive for me to be touching.
I need to try some Douce, dog.
I don't even know how much bottles are.
I
just be buying them.
I don't even be buying
See,
shit.
Leah got money. She don't be looking at the price tag, nothing.
No, that's not true. I got college money. Like, I call my mama and say, can I get some money? We going out this weekend.
See, I don't even, nigga, I literally just show up to like a function. They just got some shit there. I'm like, okay, bet. And I just mix some shit. I'm like, okay.
See,
Look at me.
I gotta come to the function drunk. So then when I get
Pre-game and shit.
Yeah,
Okay.
so when I get in the function, I'm not annoyed because it be too many people.
Yeah.
Everybody out here be staring.
That's probably what I need to start doing.
Yeah,
Because
you
I've
do.
definitely showed up to a
'Cause
party
then when
sober.
that's dead.
Yeah, and
That's
I'm like,
dead.
wow, these people are way too drunk for me to even be here. Like,
If you get drunk, when everybody's staring, you just walk in like a supermodel. Then they playing the music, just be in your own little zone.
Yo,
You don't even care.
I swear, like, when it comes to functions like that, nigga, DJ, me. Simple, easy.
Yeah, that's
like,
a good role.
that one me and you went to, like, as soon as that shit left, as soon as we left, I heard that shit was dead.
oh, for real?
Yeah.
Where y'all went?
I forgot exactly.
It was my boy's spot.
It was his boy spot, and then like as soon as we left, and like I hopped off the DJ seat, it's like, okay, well, like, what the fuck is we doing? Trash. is there anything else y'all wanted to talk about?
Not really. Cardi, her former manager still went her for $10 million because he said once she got on, he cut her out of her life. But she kind of responded and was basically like he was jugging her out of money and overcharging her, so she ain't trying to give him nothing.
So he big mad for no reason.
Yeah, basically.
Okay, bet.
Nah, but other than that, nah, we can wrap it up.
You good, Garrett?
I'm good.
Meraki, you want to do any promo?
If you haven't listened to False Prophets, listen to it. It's on my SoundCloud.
We're gonna link her SoundCloud and her album and all that
Meraki Anoir.
in the description below.
Cool.
MP. Great. Well,
Go ahead.
This has been the Looking for Trouble podcast. If you listened this far, we really fuck with you. Thank you for fucking with us for this whole season. I guess we're doing seasons because we about to dip out. It might be a minute, but we will be back.
I might be graduating in December. Keep it locked.
Yeah. Hey, that's when we get to fire her because she's gonna graduate.
Get it. The boot.
Then you're not gonna be here.
The boot. For real.
Wait.
Y'all
Then
ugly because I might be on by then. It's like that.
So-
oh yeah, Puff and Pay Atlanta, May 3rd. You can get your tickets at Eventbrite. Follow Smoking and Joking 1 on Instagram. Follow us.
just so
on
you know, this ain't
Instagram
gonna
and
be up
Twitter.
by May 3rd.
Okay,
Highly
y'all will see the
unlikely.
promo. Like I said, Puff
I'm
and
just
Pay
saying, like,
Atlanta.
promo is like, we're probably not gonna have this up by May 3rd.
See y'all later.
Anyway,
Go ahead.
thank you for listening. We really fuck with y'all. Y'all know what the deal is. Y'all heard the outro before.
She's so trash.
This is a good season. Thank y'all for bringing me in.
Yes.
No problem. And you found a motherfucker.
Peace.
OUT out.